exercise, sleep, stress, and management, healthy relationships, happiness, and reduction of harmful substances. Today, Ruben will be sharing one of his success stories that will be featured in his book. He will speak for 5 to 7 minutes and then entertain questions for 3 to 4 minutes immediately after. His speech title is Ted's Memory.
I still remember the tension in her voice when she called me that day. July 11th, 2024. My colleague, Dr. Suzanne Tuber, who I went to medical school with at UC Davis School of Medicine, called me up that day with this frantic tension in her voice and said, "Ruben, I need your help with one of my patients. I've known Ted for 30 years. He is an amazing human being, and I've been watching him decline over the last 15 years. And he got diagnosed 2 years ago with cognitive decline due to early stage Alzheimer's. He's not doing well. In fact, I still have the notes from that call because she shared with me all the things that were going on with Ted. Ted had been a Vietnam veteran, combat Marine, 3 tours of duty, been shot down 3 times out of a helicopter, 5 spinal surgeries as a result of that trauma, 34 traumas in his life, severe PTSD, nightmares every night, panic eating in the middle of the night. 13 years ago, he had ballooned up to 290 plus pounds. He was diagnosed with lymphoma cancer due to Agent Orange. Out of the 12 people in his platoon that all had been diagnosed with Agent Orange cancer, he was the only one to survive. Because his wife did the research and discovered that she could actually put her husband, Ted, Joan, his wife is Joan. Joan could put her husband on a whole food, plant-based diet. And so she did that. And 2 years later, the cancer was in complete remission. He lost a tremendous amount of weight, got all the way down to 168 pounds. But then, without the structure and without the support, the dietary habits started slipping. 5 years ago, he started noticing his memory starting to fade. As he put it, he felt like he was a 2-year-old swimming endlessly in a pool. Everything was closing in. And this is a brilliant person, an absolutely brilliant man. His wife was getting very frustrated and very concerned because she got to the point where she was having to follow him around all day because he would forget his medications. Dr. Tuber was frustrated with the medical system. There was nothing that they could do. And she said, "Ruben, you're the only person I know that could actually do something about this. And I'm wondering if you would be willing to work with him. And I said, yes, absolutely. So I met with Ted and Joan. And I learned much more about the complexity of their whole situation. As a practitioner, what I do is I help people with the comprehensive approach. It's not just diet. No, there's a whole lot more. Dealing with his PTSD and his nightmares, and dealing with his stress level and his sleep habits and everything else. So many things that I had to address. Joan was such an incredible partner, willing to do anything to help. And it was such a fortunate thing for Ted. They were so coachable together. And as a result, a year later, Ted started noticing his memory improving dramatically. He had lost over 50 pounds of weight. His energy was returning. He was actually able to go to the gym. This is Ted and Joan today.
Oh, wow.
Ted's lost over 50 pounds without any exercise. Just doing some strength work. He's remembering all his old jokes, and he's got a ton of them. It's extraordinary. It's absolutely extraordinary. I didn't invent this process. I want you to know this has been a process that's been established for centuries. Lifestyle medicine is just pulling it all together so that we actually empower people to reclaim their lives again. Ted and Joan now have so much joy in their life. Ted was actually able to rewire the electrical system in their RV in preparation for them to go on vacation, which wasn't going to happen a year and a half ago. That's my success story with Ted, and that's what lifestyle medicine can do for you.